Here we go. Look, we taking place to reach some superficial heights. Searching for some answers that don't lead you straight to grace. Question on your life, is it wrong or is it right? It's like a song without a mic, reciting poems that you ain't write. But here's a revelation, the king is growing impatient. This world is dying, you either praying or growing anxious. My kids get big to rap, for that whole genre is dated. And I think we call it trap, cause some of it's invaded. 808 and some hats have made a way to the back of the mind of millions of kids who do everything to distract them from absent fathers whose fears left them destitute and detached, or self-medicate just to cope for all the things that they lack. While schools are teaching like genders, a social science experiment, social media era got people feeling embarrassed to follow Jesus in public, and so they claim they just spiritual. Crystal sage in the mat, we rely on idols for miracles, worship people we watch on computers, but they ain't hearing you. Turn them same ones to rivals, start trolling all of their interviews, criticizing their lives just to justify how you feeling. You need to open the Bible and see how the Holy Spirit moves. I think you gotta believe. 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 Depression, I believe. Depression, I believe. Temptation, I believe. Be patient, I believe. Through trouble, I believe. Be humble, I believe. I was trapped in fire and heat and arrived in darkness like thieves. I got this plot that I received from the top. A vision so clear, you think it came out of box. Like a picture uncompressed and posted without a crop. You know you feeling this hot. Devils wanted to stop, and I'm getting even for all the believers who couldn't see it. And the demons corroded their spirits and killed their peace. Brothers I used to know, so opposed to coming to Jesus despite all of the reasons like falling, the way the league's doing autumn. All I'm gonna need them, I'm charging all of you people who stalling, calling for leaders like Paul to follow a kingdom. I'm all in, sparring with demons and raise the bar on new heathens. I came too far to retreat, plus my angels all undefeated. All right, boom, 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 and we back. It's your boy Enigma September. And this is the Enigma Sept Hour podcast, episode 224. 224 in the building. What you just heard, I'm sorry, you guys can't hear me. Was Von Graves with Holy Spirit. You know what I'm saying? Straight off the presses of Bandcamp. Boy, went over to Bandcamp real quick. Y'all hold tight. All right, just to make sure y'all can hear me. Anyway, yeah, that's Holy Spirit by Von Graves. Shouts out to him. Of course, watching the podcast live, the audio will have the full song so y'all can hear it over there. Welcome. Yeah, episode 224. Special guest this episode, my man Alan Speed, promoter extraordinaire, businessman, and the homie. Yes, he the homie. So have my dog to fall through. Or he will fall through rather. So y'all pay attention. I'm pretty sure he got a lot to tell y'all. Yo, hey, yo. I think I see this thing on my head. Those in YouTube land says it's my birthday. We missed that. And actually, it's not even Libra season anymore. It's not even Libra season anymore officially, but no, I had to rep, man. I had to rep. Big up, real quick, man. Big up to my Aunt Sandy. She's the one who purchased this crown for me. I'm shining. And she said she got it. It spoke to her because it reminded her
of a picture of me and my pops. I meant to bring it up, but I wasn't able to pull it up. Um, we standing next to each other, and he got a crown on his head. You know what I mean? And now, now he definitely has his crown up there. So yeah. So she did that in memory of him, and also, to celebrate um my life and me still being here. Her son, Raven October, my namesake. Or actually, I'm his namesake, if you will. We're gonna get into that later. We're gonna get into that later. But yeah. So she wanted me to take a picture. I'm still gonna do that on Sandy. I'm still gonna do what you told me. I'm not gonna be disobedient. But I want to rock the crown real quick just to give her props. And I thank you. I love you. And thank you for everything you've done for me and our family. So yeah, man. Shouts out to my Sandy. Shouts out to Raven October and all the fellow Libras out there. Our season's over, but we still here. Appreciate you. Randy's long gone. I'm almost a month into uh chapter 43. So yeah, been here for a minute already. But it's Libra season. It means one thing. I'm about to go broke, dog, because it's my baby birthday coming up. My baby Mackenzie, her birthday coming up. Also, some other fellow Scorpios. My cousin Tia, cousin Demetrius. Uh, who else? Kanisha, I can't forget about you. Don't even think I'm not. Have you even watch it? Yeah, definitely my cousin Kanisha. Unfortunately, and I know it's coming up, but my dad, his birthday, uh, well, unfortunately, it's gonna be the first birthday that he won't be present. So that's going to be emotional. That was a fake cry. I'm gonna cry for real that day, but right now, I might. Yeah, man. Shouts out to Sandy, man. She really looked out. Um, yeah, like a birthday party. It was supposed to be for Will or Rave in October, and they surprised me and was showing me love. So I really appreciate that, man. Really do. Um, so what we got? 8 minutes in, and I'm just talking about regular stuff. Still married. Shouts out my baby Felicia. Of course, give her a phenomenal cooking experience. Actually, at this present time, she's doing a class. She's teaching people how to cook. So, yeah, yeah. So, hey, sir, I'm gonna do something special for your wife. You want to do something special for your husband? Holla at phenomenal cooking experience, and she can either A, cook the dinner for you and set it all up, do a little dinner table thing, bring the food to you, or you can attend one of her classes. She can teach you how to cook, and then you can prepare the dinner yourself. How about that? Actually, speaking of Scorpios, shouts out to my sister in law in love, Tiffany. Had her birthday yesterday. Big 4-0. It's a blessing. Then we're gonna turn right back around. And her husband, my bro, Jonathan, gonna be his birthday. So for Tiffany's birthday, both of them, Felicia cooked dinner, and I actually took pictures um, of my beautiful sister-in-law. Um, Real quick little mini shoot, but we killed it. It was super easy, barely an inconvenience. Uh, so yeah, that was dope, man. And hopefully, I got on the good side because I think Tiffany still got a Scorpio stinger, as most Scorpios do when it comes to me. I don't know. I know how to bring them stingers out. Hey yo. Anyway, before we get into the shenanigans, gotta give a RIP to producer Mark the 45 King, who passed away at the age of 62 this past week. Now, if you're not a huge hip hop fan, you might be like, who? Even though you definitely rock to a few songs that he made, or at least one I know in particular. But man was a dope producer. He was supposedly very eccentric in different ways as far as how he produced, how he worked, how he even collected money um, for the work that he did. Worked with Queen Latifah, Jay Z, Eminem, and a number of other folks. Um, Pete Nice. Yeah, man. So 62, I can say this way too young. He's only a couple years younger than my pops. So, but in particular, if you want to know, if you ever heard of Jay Z's Hard Knock Life, the song with the Annie sample, that was him. And this is why it's important to me. Anyone who knows me knows that one of my favorite songs of all time is Eminem's Stand, and he produced that track as well. So, hey, you can just can't even go through the rest of his discography. But if you just take those two songs, Stand and Hard Knock Life, and just see, what type of producer homie was, man. So give him his flowers, man. Mark the 45 King, rest easy, bro. Rest easy. Speaking of resting, I don't know if he can be resting easy. He's probably gonna be resting in Club Fed soon enough. So the talk of the town, the talk of the pods is one of our brethren, if you want to call it that. I always found it weird, man. Like radio shows want to call themselves podcasts because it's fashionable. Like you a radio show, dog. Like stop that. Like when I do the Underground Railroad with JC, we're not calling us a podcast in no sense, form, or fashion. We are a radio show. We are on celestial radio being shot out of airwaves, not internet. Well, we are getting shot out of internet too, but primarily we are being broadcast through airwaves, radio waves. Like, stop it. But anywho, DJ Envy is supposedly facing some accusations for running a Ponzi scheme. Should I? Oh, yep. Yeah. A Ponzi scheme. Yo, that was wild. Man, I don't know the details. I don't know if anyone really knows the details. Supposedly, the feds ran up into iHeart Radio, where the Breakfast Club is a part of, and raided their cameras. I'm not cameras, their computers. But then there was word that actually didn't happen. And then supposedly, okay, so let me rewind. I'm sorry. So DJ Envy was supposed to be part of this house flipping organization. He teamed up with this guy whose supposedly name is Caesar, and they pretty much set up a company where you would provide them funds, and then they would go and flip houses, like it's 2006 or something. And y'all may not remember that. it was a lot of people out here deciding to flip houses because of the housing bubble, and then everything, of course, went to in 2008. But I remember that Ti, young, not young thug, Slim Thug. I remember y'all flipping houses back then. Anywho, so apparently DJ Envy and Caesar was basically trying to flip houses and buildings in New Jersey. But it turns out that the money wasn't going to where it was supposed to, and a lot of people got scammed. Now, DJ Envy is purporting that he had nothing to do with it, or not that he had nothing to do with it, but that he was bamboozled as much as anybody else. And he was in the dark. He was a victim to this guy named Caesar as much as anybody else. But it appears that a lot of people not buying it. And so, yeah, he may be in a lot of trouble. Which what you got to do with hip hop? I mean, first he a DJ, but then second, where you already had Angela Lee, so Charlamagne, Yo, shouts out to oh man, the internet is undefeated, right? But anyway, but with Angela Yee leaving the Breakfast Club and now DJ Envy in trouble, we could be seeing the end of that unless Charlamagne decide to regroup and recruit some new people. I mean, I wouldn't mind taking a trip to New York. I'm just saying. Uh, oh man, yeah, it's been a long day. Anyway, I wouldn't mind going to New York. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if they're gonna pay me handsomely, I would sit in that seat and go back and forth with Charlamagne. You know, we both from the South. I can handle the heat. Holla at your boy. Well, you know what? I take that back. Maybe not. Because bro, if if DJ Envy ain't making enough money, my man's out here got to do Ponzi schemes just to keep his family afloat. I don't know if iHeartRadio got enough for me, bro. I, I got to see them checks because I'm not made for jail or prison. I don't care if it's federal prison. I ain't made for it. No, sir. Even though I will say this, supposedly he'll be facing federal time. If you're gonna go to prison, all right, I've said this before plenty of times. If you're gonna go to prison or jail, going to federal pen is probably your best bet as far as comfortability go. I mean, none of it's comfortable, but yeah, take me to the feds, bro. I don't want not me, especially not down here. I ain't trying to deal with Florida DOC. Nope. Either catch me with a misdemeanor, and I spend my time in Leon County. Don't want to do that either. Or catch me with a high crime and treason, so I can I go to the federal prison, which is also here in Tallahassee. It's right around the corner. That'd be wild. Yo, what if DJ Envy end up going to the fair prison here in Tally? Yo, maybe I can get an interview. You know what I'm saying? Yo, somebody holler at your boy. I may have a connect too. Anyway, you gotta keep it moving, man. That ain't the only thing happening. I know y'all sick and tired of hearing about DJ Envy anyway. Speaking of assholes, Brian McKnight uh, is an asshole to his kids, bro. I'm just saying, man's may get posted up down here. Ain't the Epstein lady still here? Maxine Maxwell, whatever her name. No, Maxwell. I can't pronounce her first name. I think she's still here. Speaking of federal prison. Anyway, Brian McKnight is an asshole to his kids, man. Let me run this down real quick. I don't spend too much time about DJ Envy. So Brian McKnight got like 5 kids, right? Oh, he had one kid for getting married. Now I read a story that he was out here being fast, trying to get some coochie in his little church university and got kicked out. Like for real, he was trying to stick a girl in his dorm. He's like a 7-day Adventist. Like I don't even know why he thought they was playing. Like 7-day Adventists and Jehovah Witnesses, they ain't playing with you. What is you doing, freaky little boy? So he tried to sneak a girl in his dorm back in the day, got kicked out of school. Having a baby, and then he met a wonderful woman supposedly, and had two more boys, I think. Sweet lady who she got to be sweet. She got to be sweet because in the middle of their marriage, he went and got some other lady pregnant and had a daughter. And from the looks of it, from the timeline, his wife stayed with him for a little bit after having his daughter. But eventually she got tired of his asshole ways clearly and left him. Kids don't like him. Supposedly they got so much beef that he even called his daughter, the one he had out of wedlock, the one he was cheating on his wife to create, had the nerve to call her a Sean, old school, fan you homecoming. Call her a Sean as if the apple fall far from the tree. Now I don't believe she is. I don't know. I have no idea. But the fact that the pot calling the kettle black is amazing, especially if you as black as Brian McKnight. Anyway, racism aside, or maybe not, because he went and apparently fell in love with his current wife. Got married. They had a child, lost it, unfortunately. And then she got pregnant again and had a little bundle of joy, a boy that he decided to name Brian. And then I guess, hey, I ain't gonna front. Look like it's a Hawaiian name. The baby got 2 Hawaiian names, so it's Brian something, whatever, McKnight. Look here. I'm not gonna say the names out of respect of the culture. I don't want to disrespect the culture. I just don't want to disrespect them by trying to pronounce names that I know I can't pronounce. Regardless, that ain't the point. The point is this fool said that his little boy is his legacy, so therefore he's gonna change his name to Brian, Hawaiian name, Matt Knight Sr. to match the little boy. Now, what's even crazier on top of that, I told you had a few boys before, and one of them boys' name was Brian McKnight Jr. So now he's sitting there looking crazy. He calls that an asshole too. But anyway, so everybody looking at Brian McKnight like he crazy. Because like you already had a Brian McKnight Jr. Why'd you change? First of all, you weird for changing your name to your son's name. It was your son's name first. You're gonna change your name to his name. And then also too, what I found weird is because he apparently he put out an album of lullabies for the baby or the baby's name, which is not his name, to show that the baby is his legacy. Bro, your track record, your way things looking, This baby ain't gonna like you too much longer. You got about 15 more years before this little boy can come out and disappoint you, or vice versa. Be disappointed. Like, God dang, my daddy Brian McKnight. That's who my dad. But the nigga with the earthquake fault in his forehead. Dang. My Brian Frankenstein McKnight. That's my daddy. Oh, like, bro, like, how you gonna put all this pressure on this little baby? This is my legacy. I guarantee you, like, I ain't wish you done bad on the baby. I just say this. I guarantee you, according to Brian McKnight's track record, yeah, that baby gonna be a disappointment. Not saying he gonna be a failure in life, but he probably gonna be a disappointment to whoever Brian McKnight got in his head think this boy gonna be. You dummy. You gonna put all that pressure on a little baby. That baby don't even know where he at right now. Everything's still in black and white. You sitting there trying to put pressure on him so you just so you can diss your other kids. But a lot of people saying karma gonna come back. And I believe it, boy. Better be careful. Anyway, speaking of karma, there's some good news, man. Rakim and Scarface were awarded $500,000 for their contribution to hip hop. Supposedly, there's a foundation, the Paid in Full Foundation, has been set up almost like a trust, I guess, to take contributions and charities or whatnot to raise money up to award to our hip hop veterans. Man, let me get another. It's well overdue. Well overdue. I hope they keep this up. Now I will say this. One thing I did find problematic with this is that, okay, you got Rakim and Scarface, and it seems like it's universal. It's universal love for both those artists. But you talking about hip hop, and you talking about artists who are, probably lack of a better word, very egotistical. Bro, you trying to tell me Grandmaster Caz and what's the buddy face? Melly Mel ain't sitting there looking sideways at Rakim, especially Scarface? You know they bodies, man. I don't get that to a southern nigga before me. We invented this thing. Like, I'm just saying, you know how people be, man. That's my only beef with this. This is long overdue, and I hope they keep it up. But yeah, as much money they putting out, and just like they're just doing two people a session or a year. That's a slow roll for a good probably 100 easy. 100. I can think of 100 rappers that, I mean, we named 50 for the hip hop 50th anniversary. We named 50 top rappers. That in itself, like, you take those 50. Oh, that's 25 years of trying to get off this money and celebrate any and everybody. Yeah, bro. It looked crazy. It looked crazy. It could look crazy. So I don't know. I don't know if they want to lower the prize money so they can get more people in. I mean, 500K, I ain't gonna front. 500K, probably, pretty sure Rakim ain't gonna turn that down. I'm sure of that. Scarface, I would suspect, won't turn it down, but I'm assuming Scarface in a decent space, as opposed to, like I said, a Grandmaster Caz who, unlike Scarface and Rakim, probably ain't getting royalties like that because they ain't really make no real records. You know what I mean? Like DJ Cool Herc ain't got no records or no albums where they getting royalties coming back to him. So again, it's a lot of cats out there who could be like, yo, like I need that. Like they can take it, but I need that. And so like, do you honor somebody like this next person, a Busta Rhymes? You know what I'm saying? You gonna give Busta Rhymes 500K that he may not need, but because you want to honor him, but then you got who's somebody uh not Big Daddy Kane. What's my man? Oh, I'm tripping. Wild Wild West. Y'all know. God, I said that. Y'all should know what I'm talking about. Oh, I can't think of his name right now. But I can just imagine uh Cool Mo D. Am I right? Cool Mo D, thank you. I can imagine Cool Mo D would need that 500K way more than Busta Rhymes. You know what I'm saying? So, like, do you honor Busta Rhymes before Cool Mo D? And if you don't, Cool Mo D can be looking like, and then it was kind of crazy. You're gonna be brave enough to be like, hey, I need that. So, but speaking of Busta Rhymes, man, apparently dropping an album in November. That's gonna be produced by Timbaland, Pharrell, and Swiss Beats. It's gonna be trash. Look, man, bro, it's gonna be Swiss Beats fault. It's gonna be Swiss Beats fault. Like, I ain't the one that really want to slander Swiss Beats. I'm not really on that train, but I'm sort of on that train. Like, I ain't even act like Swiss Beats ain't never make a good beat. That's ridiculous. Oh, go to World War III. Dun, dun. Come on, dog. Like, don't front on Swiss, but I will say, out of that mix, I can see Swiss Beats taking stuff way left, and we looking like, is this what we were anticipating? And plus, I don't know, man. Like, you got those major names attached to one project with Busta Rhymes at 50 something years old. Like, I see the excitement, I can see the viralness behind it, but I'm also looking like, how does that work? How does that work? Because yeah, I mean, unless you want to say, oh, I see what Buster doing. I see but how would that work? Who else? Who else could get Timbaland, Pharrell, and Swiss Beats together on one album? There's only one other person who has attempted to do this with great success, I might add. There's only one other person. I see what Buster doing. Okay. He trying to do that. Sorry, Buster. It's not gonna work. You are not him. You're not him. I mean, you can be him when you want to, but you're not him. And it's kind of Johnny come lately. I mean, because him did that 20 years ago. 20 years ago, him did that on the Blueprint 2 album and the Black album. Kind of Johnny B lately. Yeah, 20 years too late, my boy. You had Drake back then, though. I'm just saying. Speaking of him, uh, Jay-Z has finally put the riddle to rest. Uh, Maybe sometime last year or early last year. Uh, there was a meme or a question that was proposed to the internet to ponder. Would you rather take 500K, Scarface, or Kumo D, or have a dinner with Jay-Z? Give me an answer. Would you have a dinner with Jay-Z or take 500? Wrong answer. Whatever you said, it was wrong. You get Beyonce pregnant. That's what you do. No, what happened? So that was the question that was being proposed. Everybody had their. I'm got in trouble now. I'm got in trouble. I'm not getting Beyonce pregnant. Only you, baby. It's all for you. It's all for you. Anytime you want. Anyway. Not the Janet. Yeah, so apparently Jay-Z first, it's kind of weird how this happened. So I saw one clip on TikTok where a guy like confronted Jay-Z and he was like, "Yo, Jay, yo, Jigga, I'm taking the 500K. Ha 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 ha." Jay-Z was like, "Man, get your ass on somewhere. I ain't trying to, nigga, who is you? Get out my face. You gotta relax." He really did. "Hey, Jigga, I'm gonna take the 500K. Chuck, chuck, chuck. Tuck. Wait, what? But oddly enough, Jay-Z ended up doing an interview with Gayle King, who I ain't gonna front, man. I think Gayle and Mary J. Blige went to the same AI generator because they look different. I'm just saying. Yeah, I wish I could pull up this picture. Y'all can't tell me Mary J ain't going Mary J take that trip to the Dominican Republic, my boy. Can't tell. Look here. Where her midsection was looking, them hips, it's quite identifiable. I don't know if it's Photoshop, but yeah, I've seen that stomach hip combination before. And then her face, bro, like it low key ain't even look like Mary J. Blige. Like Mary J. Blige had a daughter and she grew up and turned 30. Like, who is this? Oh, built different. Anyway, so Gayle King is interviewing Jay-Z, and she brought up the question to Jigga, like, "Hey, yo, they out here in these streets saying that is it 50K or you would having a dinner?" And so Jay-Z said, "Yo, you fools, take the money, bruh. Take the money. I don't know what y'all talking about. Take the money." He was like, "Look here, I gave y'all the game in these albums I've been putting out, especially Blueprint, 444, American Gangster." Like, man, I gave y'all the blueprint, bro. I showed y'all how to do this, son. Go buy the albums and take that 500K and whatever fantasy land y'all live at. Somebody's give you random $500,000, unless you know a veteran rapper in hip hop. I mean, you. So now we know that Rakim and Scarface are not taking that dinner with Jay-Z because they took the 500K. My baby said, Mary said she's aging in reverse. And my name Bill Bixby. Like, nigga. Chuck. Look here. I don't said it. I'll say it again. I'm gonna be aging in reverse real soon. Get a good look. Come 2024. Yeah. Come 2024. Boy, I'm gonna be aging in reverse. How about that? Y'all gonna love to see that. Y'all gonna see me age in reverse. Hey, E. Thought you was Papa Smurf around here. Nah, nigga. I thought you was doing Joe Budden. Nah, bro. Nah, I'm Kevin Hart. I think I'm gonna get the brush. Just for me. Get that brush, boy. No just know what y'all talking about. Look here. I ain't playing with y'all, man. Speaking of, let me do this. I forgot to put the whatchamacallit. Let y'all know who watching. Look here. That mustache, all right. Nah, not even. My bad. I said Kevin. That Common. You are very wise, reflection, Common. You look very well, real Common. I watch too much TV. Look here. Y'all think? Come on now, Common. Got me by like 9 years, bro. You trying to tell me in reality he ain't like that? All right, bro. All right, believe that if you want to. Yeah. Aging in reverse. I bet. Dominican Republic. Anyway, we're gonna get into this next track. And then we're gonna bring our guest on so we can see how he moving in these streets. No, my man really be in the streets. Not like that, but like that. You gonna find my man's hustling. So y'all hold tight. Well, give me out, my bad. I gotta tell you what song I'm playing. And the name of this song is The Gods Must Be Crazy by Armand Hammer, produced by LP of Definitive Jux fame. This is the Enigma Sept Hour podcast. You got time, baby.
Zimbabwe Rhodesia, driving movie theater, Toyota Cresta, heavy metal speaker. Don't kill the messenger, Henry Kissinger, my hours only feature. Xerox fees, it's a world passport. Home with the hatred is, no mystery guard. All data law, spirit roaming. Beast first harlot at the garden, sucking tongue under starlight. My six-headed bride, black on both sides. Purged before birth, number before thirst. The happiest African I started my verse fly, babe. Rehearsed with the odd world and got cut from Chris Hayes. Had Belafonte coughing off that uptown church that blue day. I went to the ends of earth, sunburned black with Pompeii. White women with pepper spray in their purse interpolating Beyonce. Illegal formations.
All right, boom, 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 and we back. It's your boy Enigma September, and this is the Enigma Sept Hour podcast. What you just heard was The Gods Must Be Crazy. Illegal Formation. I caught that by Armand Hammer. Y'all go peep that. Check that out. Without further ado, got my man Alan Speed in the building. What's up, my boy?
Yo, what's going on, my man?
We Gucci. We Gucci on this end, man. What's up with you?
Hey, man, just living life one day at a time, man. Putting God first every step.
Hey, man, we ain't mad at that. We ain't mad at that. Look at more hand clap. I feel bad for being ratchet. God must be crazy. Uh, but nah, man. Just gonna tell the people just real quick. So, no, Alan for years. As you can tell by our beards, go back to we, we was jits, and
Yeah.
yeah, my man out here hustling. So a few weeks ago actually, ran to each other and invited my man on the pod. You know what I'm saying? And he agreed to do it. So here we are, and happy to be able to get you on the platform and let the people know, you know what I'm saying, what you do and how you do. So real quick, if you want to give people like just a rundown of your company and everything that it encompasses.
Oh yes, yes. Thank you for the opportunity too, brother. We need more platforms like this. People need to know about opportunities like this. Networking is the key. Build a network and watch it grow. So I want to say that. Thank you for having me on here. Um, it's been an amazing journey. We started out literally doing passing out flyers for people
Mhm.
as like a jit, passing out flyers for people, going to college parties, going to house parties. I was like, wow, man, I want to do that. I like the whole environment behind that, and
Mhm.
I want to get into that. So passed out flyers for a long time. We had a bunch of different nightclubs back in the day. I don't know how many listeners is out there in the North Florida, South Georgia area, but we had clubs like Pierre, what was that, Atmosphere, what was that, the Edge, and stuff like this.
Mhm.
I'm talking about getting it from the mud. Yeah, so
Right.
some of these bits, if you wanna go back and reference where your parents was, those are some of the places that if they checking you, you need to, hey mama, what you know about the age? I bet they be silent for a little while. so 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 just stuff like that. And then I got into doing the same thing for the club. And I started doing it for the DJs. And I used to always be like back then when it would just get started for social media was like the platform. We had to
Mhm.
get out and pass our flyers in the street. You had to talk to people like it was a whole different type game. You know what I'm saying? Like now you just it's a big popularity contest. But
Right.
back then was you had to work it, so I'm glad I got that, experience to be able to work it, and got that foundation up under me. So like when I get interns and stuff like that, I can show them from the ground up, how it really goes down. But yeah, I got into clubs. Then I got into working for the clubs, and I did every position available in the club. I went from the flyer guy, street team, bartender, security, door guy, eventually club management, and I still had a passion to do it. So I developed my own company, Speed Promotions, and I got my first big break. This guy named Chris Godwin used to own Atmosphere, and I
Mhm.
used to rent it from him. Chris was like, "Man, you know what? You you like my number one promoter, and you keep renting from me, man. Won't you come be my business partner? Like, would you want me to work for you or something? He's like, nah, man, I want you to be my partner. Cause we had developed a relationship to where he had started letting me get with the money. You know what I'm saying? And you're in there with white people let you get to the money. So they let you count their check. You know there's some trust there. Uh, so we was at that point. So yeah, I was Chris' business partner. And then we had that club for a while. We got it out the mud. Everything from dancers, the open mic, which was one of like a really really big part of history. Working with my partner Rico the Champ, which I mean he taught me a lot because he was
Right.
disciplined. He was a military dude. This guy
Mhm.
had won the BET on TV
Yeah, the
freestyle
freestyle.
chapter. So like he had some status. Like he really had some big dog stuff going on. So shout out to Rico the champ. Okay, yeah, because that foundation wouldn't be there without him neither. So yeah, um, we kind of developed from that, and we left Atmosphere and went to Well, it was still called Atmosphere then, but we changed it to the Warrior on the River. It used to be
Mm-hmm.
Night Riverfront nightclub, and that was a huge club. It's like 1,400 square feet. Chris partnered there. We did open mic there. I was able to team up with DJ Demp, who like everybody know him. He's like a big bro to me. Taught me a
Right.
lot of stuff. Like taught me how to move, like really stick and move, like a boss. So forever
Right.
eternally grateful for that. I got the chance to travel with him, meet celebrities with him, and just be in that atmosphere. When you have somebody of that status introducing you as an equal and a partner, that
Mm-hmm.
uplifts your spirit, that builds your confidence, that just takes you to a whole nother level. Uh, from the Warrior on the River, we started doing all the frat parties for probably a summer, like 4 to 6 years. Uh, we got all the frats, most of the sororities around the area, and we did parties like two and 3,000 people out there. So it was really good management. Um, to jump back to them, I did. He let me do a birthday party in conjunction with him at the Moon. I think 6 years in a row. Capricorn Blackout, totally dope. It went well, and all these things you can reference online. Get Capricorn Blackout at the Moon, the Warrior on the River. They all online. And then I started getting more into the community side of it because I had did car shows too. We started doing the car shows. It's a lot of cats was doing car shows at the old school in Havana, and we was the first group that actually used that to do a car show. But we had a community aspect to it. We had vendors out there. We had the Bar Community Blood Drive, a mini job fair, and that's like when I like really started blossoming into the community stuff. Like because to do something, it has to have purpose. It got to leave a mark, and it's got to
Right.
be for everybody to kind of grow from. So it started kind of shifting over at that point, and I got involved in my second nonprofit. Was it Tallahassee Live? Community. Was it Tallahassee Live Community? I think it was Tallahassee Live Community, uh, music community. But it was done through the Warrior on the River, and I started to see how community stuff worked, all the paperwork flowed, and how I could really make a difference. And from there, I did a nonprofit with my partner. His name Alfred Williams, Capital City Cultural Community Outreach, and now we do the Juneteenth every year at the park. That's done on Juneteenth. It's big. Huge show done in conjunction with the city of Tallahassee, get people from in-state, out-of-state, 3,000 plus, 100 African American vendors, and we really like show impact. We bring people to the community and put a mark on the community, give the vendors and the local businesses a chance to grow. We honor people every time. We're doing scholarships, so it's going pretty good. Let me know if I'm talking too much for y'all, but man, I got covering a
Yeah, I'm
lot of
about to
ground.
say, like, that's it right now. That's it.
Hey,
My man, my man Speed spanned through 25 years of experience.
yeah, quick with the quick. They took up all the
No.
time.
But no,
Yeah,
man, that's
man.
super dope, bro. Like honestly, like a lot of that stuff, like I didn't know, especially as far as like, what I'm saying, you doing Juneteenth and all the music in the musical outreach. Oh, not musical outreach, but the
Yeah,
community
community
musical
outreach.
outreach. Yeah. So that's super dope. Like it's kind of funny that you mentioned old Flyers because of course, it's homecoming week here in Tallahassee. And I had a old classmate of mine who posted like a bunch of flyers from like 98.
Oh man.
And it was just like crazy to even see like the clubs, you know what I'm saying? Like the
Oh yeah,
Lou or NEC
transition.
or Lucy Hoes. Like it was
Yeah. Oh, hey, I got some stories now. You want yeah. I got some boy. Look at this
like
might be the best episode ever.
right.
Yeah, I got some
So
stories now. Like
it was funny you was talking about the flyers because that popped in my head. I mean, like, bro, they was in mint condition. And I'm talking
Yeah,
about the Luau 99. Like she had a whole case of just like all these like flyers from
yeah.
98. I was a goody two shoe in high school, speed notice. So I was not at those events because it was in 98. But it was still like crazy because some of the clubs I did get familiar with shortly after when I did go to college and then got ratchet. But before I was in high school, I was a nerd. I ain't do all of that foolishness. Anyway, but yeah, that's the main thing I want to know, especially be it that you see came across. I know you come across a number of celebrities, probably too many to count. But what can you recall was like probably like the craziest experience as far as like dealing with the promotion side and like having to work with a artist, you know what I'm saying, in here in Tallahassee.
All right. Shoot, man, I give you a couple of 'em. I can tell one experience, and I just ain't gonna name drop, but
Yeah.
we was well, I can say the artist, but we was backstage at uh what's it? Not Boys the Man, but and don't shoot me for it, messing it up. But yeah, was it Ricky Bobby? New Edition.
No
Yeah.
addition.
See,
Yeah.
that's when
Yeah.
you get old, you start messing up stuff. But yeah, man,
That's what I'm
we
telling you,
back,
man.
we was we was back there, man, and we was everything was all good, man, and there was a misconception between one of the DJs and I
Mm,
guess the security guard, like, because we went out to grab some stuff from the car and came back, and the security guard was tripping, like, uh, man, who is y'all, and da da da. And the DJ was on the marquee, he literally, was part of the show.
right.
And when I look here, I I see my man fold somebody like a presser.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
on stage, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I was like, dang, it's a new fire level of respect, and it's just crazy because like when people when you backstage, when you in the green room, like
Mhm.
that window of time, people are acting on such a high note. It's crazy. Like they're not being normal. People are
Right.
acting like to the utmost, and they're being super exclusive, and it's just wow. I've seen people try to get backstage at places
Mhm.
and offer to do anything to get back there. Yeah,
Mm,
yeah, I've
mm.
seen some wild stuff. Yeah, I've had artists come here that like and when they like when them rappers be talking about some of the artists don't really be what it is. Some of that's
Right.
true. Some of that's true. And it just be yeah, some of them be more down to earth than you think, but it be some wild situations, man. I yeah. I got
When
I got I could do a sell all tell all book, man. I
hey,
didn't have artists pass out around me. I didn't took them shopping. It's been a couple of situations.
when the who was the first who was the first celebrity you remember like
Me,
meeting and being like, oh snap, like this so and so.
well, most of my artists were older rappers, so the young
Mhm.
folks like now they gonna be like, ooh, oh man, that rapper, But back in our time, they was current.
Right.
Um, I think the first one I came close to, where at the time when he was hot, it don't beat me up for it, but it was the guy that made the throw some D's on the song. You know what I'm
Oh, you
saying?
talking
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
ah
See.
man, I just saw that. Right, right, right.
Yeah. And
Rich boy, golly.
boy, yeah, yeah, yeah. We talked. We brought him into town, and he came, and yeah, they really was strapped though. They was
Mm.
ready. Yeah, so and we hung out. Yeah, they were ready. They really was ready. They know they had their little security. They was ready. Um,
Right.
uh, and then just a couple of rappers. We, at the time, Pastor Troy.
Hmm.
Um, Bone Thugs and Harmony. Uh, I was at the Moon with Boosie one time, and I could let me give you a story.
Yeah.
So because I wanted to tell somebody this story, and I ain't just want to come out with it on my timeline and be like, "Damn, he's still mad about that." I'm like, oh, I ain't never mad about it. So so one of my partners was signed to Trill ENT, which is with the Webby and Booster thing had back then.
Yeah.
So he used to come through like randomly, and so it just happened to be like Boosie and Webby was at the Moon. So I normally go in through my big bro, DJ Dimp. I normally walk in the front door through the VIP and just be chilling in the DJ booth. That's my normal move. But
Right.
this time, since the dude from Trill ENT knew me, I rode on the Sprinter with them. So
Right.
I come on the Sprinter. I get off the Sprinter with them and everything. Get to the back door. Security guard at the Moon knows me. Stop me. Let them go in. I'm talking about help me up for like good 15 minutes. So
Wow.
yeah, had me out there looking crazy. Ain't want to let me in. And then just so happened, uh uh Derek, he's the tour manager then, Webby people. He came back to the door like, man, what you doing to my guy? He just rode with us on the Sprinter, man. But you know what's going on? Well, it was so messed up that he had to spark on the security dude to get in. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I uploaded pictures from that night, but yeah, I was back there kicking it with them. I was on stage with them and everything. But it was just like fucked up.
Yeah. Why
Yeah,
buddy was tripping though? That's like
I don't know.
basically he knew you. So it's like, bro, like that's
He
crazy.
knew me. Yeah, it was embarrassing, man. He knew me, man. But that's probably why T-Pain called himself T-Pain. Because they be
Hey,
pain and hate. It's a
right,
lot of that
right.
going on. Yeah, I see it. I mean, and it's like that around a lot of areas and stuff. They people that know each other hate on each other instead of networking with each other, which I don't know why, but yeah, that's what happened in that instant right there. Yeah,
Yeah,
and
no doubt. That's crazy, bro. Especially like you said, man's knew you, but you know what I'm saying. But one front, maybe he was looking for a job. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe he
wouldn't
wanted.
let me in. Yeah, wouldn't
Maybe
let me in, man. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So
Yeah, it's been some wild times though. Yeah, it's been some wild times.
what was the epiphany for you when it came down from just being a street soldier and passing out the flyers and what I'm saying, doing all the I ain't gonna, I won't be disrespectful and say low level, but entry level or what I'm saying, just
Yeah.
being on some soldier tip and flipping it and realizing like, yo, I need to become a leader in this. I need to become a king. I need to have my own organization. What brought that about for you?
It was a little bit of that. What I just explained. It was the hate. Because we had we had shows that was for the general public, and I had events, community events that I was giving away stuff, and people was like, "Oh, I ain't coming to this community event. They ain't even know me." And I'm like, well, "I'm giving out free stuff for you and your kids." Like, it was wild, man. You know, and another backstory, we gave away a car at that car show we did. The first one we did in Havana, we gave a car away from Crown Motors.
Oh,
Shout out Crown Motors on Tennessee Street.
yeah.
We gave her a car, and girl had like 6 kids. She just snatched the keys and just rolled out. We tried to do a after, yeah, just rolled out with it. And then we tried to call her and like do a follow up party. We was gonna let her be the guest of honor. Ain't nothing. So it just
Oh
stuff
wow.
like, yeah, it's wild, man. I got a million of them stories, but it's like we just, you get tired of trying to, you know, grow in the same circle, and then when you're doing stuff that ain't benefiting nobody, just going out there having a party, getting people money, not giving them nothing back. When I mean giving them something back, giving them some kind of enlightenment, some kind of
Mm-hmm.
nourishment, some kind of being fed some way. You know what I'm saying? Not feeding back into it. It ain't got no purpose. So for me, it was we kept doing the same thing over and over again, and it wasn't doing anything. It wasn't benefiting the people that were coming to it. It wasn't benefiting us. So it was like, okay, it's time to take it to another level and do something that benefits everybody. Like even right now, I'm getting back. I had started doing Southern soul music, which is for mostly older people. It's like a couple of young people, but that's like a new little thing for grown kind of sexy type vibe. And
Yep.
I started a while ago, but I fell off. I got lost in the South and was trying to do the street and the hood party. And even now when I do those kind of parties, or I'm getting back into it, it corresponds with the community events, the stuff I do for Speed Solutions Management, because I do a lot of coordinating for local businesses. Five Star, Peter Bower, Toyota, Callus
Mm-hmm.
Beauty Supply. I do tons of events. I do event coordination, grand openings, things of that nature. So, like, and those are the same, the working class and people like that are the same people that patronize those shows and those mixers and stuff like that. So
Right.
it's kind of like all in the same atmosphere now, you know.
All right. No, that's dope, bro. That's dope. And I'm glad, like you said, I peeped that too, as far as that Southern Soul and rise of the popularity. And like you said, it's kind of a transition probably away from what I'm saying, newer hip hop, because it is what it is. As far as we get older, sometimes you gotta move
Yeah,
over into
yeah,
something that what I'm saying
yeah.
could fit.
Yeah. Gotta stay. You
Yeah.
gotta stay. You gotta stay in your lane. What and truly be yourself. Like I used to have, people that I looked up to all the time. They know me. Like I'm not per se a big street dude. A lot of my brothers and my homeboys is like they got some real situations. I happen to be around them. But as far as me, man, I'm just a run of the mill guy. And I happen to be in situations like that sometimes. And they would always tell me like, man, like I had this persona. My persona was Speed the promoter, and I took on that persona so I could, try to impress potential clientele that was in that genre of music that I was catering to at the time. The
Right.
grill, the way I talk, the way I carried myself. That was, to try to blend in and be part of the image of what I was supposed to be, you know, to enhance that to the fullest. And now, I'm grown, I'm older. I just, be myself. They used to tell me all the time, man, be Alan Speed. I should be like, man, I got to do this right here to do this and that. But the only thing you got to do is really be yourself. So that's
Word.
that's kind of what ended up developing. I ended up developing myself along the way.
All right, no doubt. And like I said, I've seen you progress, what I'm saying, as we've, what I'm saying, gone from boys to men. And I give you flowers right now, man. I'm definitely proud of you, everything you've done.
Thank you.
Um, you know what I'm saying? Like again, from the flyers to putting it together community events and everything. So like I said, I know I haven't been in your ear, definitely haven't been in your pocket, what I'm saying, throughout the years, but just know your boy been watching, and yeah, man, you've been doing it, and I'm proud of you. I can
Yes, sir.
truly say that.
Yes, sir.
Well,
Thank you.
we're gonna go ahead, take a short break. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna play a couple of tracks real quick, and then we're gonna come back and see what what I'm saying we can see what's for the future for speed promotions and speed solution management. So y'all hold tight. I got this wallpaper uh, with Paul Wall and terminology. It's a joint project they put out together. Y'all ain't know about that, but now you finna.
Mm.
And also too, there's 2 a.m. on Old National by Quentin Travion. So y'all hold tight. This is the Enigma Sept Hour podcast. You got time, baby.
Static back at it.
Static selected.
Wild paper. Cause I got big paper. You know what I'm saying? You know what time it is. It's grind time, man. Ain't no time for chit chat. Nothing to talk about, man. East that Paul Walrus. Rest in peace, Paulie Walnuts. I got dips like all just, all shucks. I'm back again with all crush, carry cut from thing to thing and everything all flush. Big block boulders and they flawless. If you think I ain't the shit, then you might be sniffing sawdust. Please get up out my walnuts. You say what a deuce, double deuce, what I call this. I'm all bucks, the big kind. The only way I do it is big time. Big grind, big shine. I've been with it. Not a phone number, but I'm trying to get 10 digits. I'm talking about I'm piling up 1,000 of them M tickets. That cake will make a stranger hate you harder than 10 biggest. You on that. And while they sit back, I'm getting that big sack. Friday ain't no time for chit chat. We're getting stacks.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Yeah, club just let out. That's where you at. Got something to let out. Body in your city, but I see you didn't come out. Stop by and even get a shout out. 38, yeah, club just let out. That's where you at. Got something to let out. Body in your city, but I see you didn't come out.
Don't try to hit me up cause you feel like I'm out of reach. Just hit me back cause you know what's up and you know it's me. 2:30 drunk off on that cause I got no place to be. I'm in your city, love, but where's the hospitality? You hit me back at random. Most of the times I be busy. Since I can't pick up when you want, you consider me iffy. But you never consider the fact that nigga out here grinding. See, life is changing 24 and that pressure applying. 24/8 on the search for greatness, that's where the mamba. Follow the vision, eventually the money gon' follow.
All right, boom, 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 and we back. It's your boy Enigma September, and this is the Enigma Sept Hour podcast. What you just heard was Wallpaper by Paul Wall and Terminology, and then 2 a.m. Old National by Quentin Tavon. Supposedly coming out of Tallahassee. I don't know him. I just found the music online. So anybody know Quentin, if he's still doing this thing, tell him to holler at your boy, because that 2 a.m. was kind of right. All right, so back at it, my man Alan Speed in the building, promoter extraordinaire, doing it big in North Florida, South Georgia, 850 to the 229. So yeah, man, I know we want to get into, you know, so we talk about the past and everything you done on the come up. But what can we look for, you know what I'm saying, for the future of speed solution management and speed promotions?
In the future, we're working on a couple of things from the speed promotion side, total revamp. I done got old, so the thing to do, hey, just keep it real. The thing to do is pass the torch. You know what I'm saying? But you still keep the torch in one hand, you just light another torch, you know. And youth keep you young forever. So I've got an internship program going with FAM and FSU and TCC. I lecture every 2 or 3 months. Right now I got the School of Journalism coming up. Shout out Miss Hughes. She's a dean over there at the School of Journalism. But we're recruiting students. We'll be recruiting students Wednesday. Thursday. Thursday they got a job fair at FAMU. and I'll be sharing my experiences. I'll be sharing the community network along with them, and sharing some of the community values along with the students. Because the one thing about it is, a lot of these opportunities within the community are not known to the younger people, and especially people that are going to go out in our community, flourish, and be the next generation. They need to
Mm.
know about incentives. They need to know about grants for their businesses when they get ready to start them. They need to know about the housing stuff for first time buyers. And the average person that coming to these meetings is like my age and older, which is cool,
Right,
but we need the young folks in there, you know. And then
right,
you got
right,
young folks that, yeah, yes, sir. And you got young folks that ain't gonna go to college. You know what I'm saying? You still got people that
right,
are like they're trade bound, or they just not what they do, because college ain't for everybody. And see,
right,
one thing about it, back in the day, probably right before our generation, but we probably caught the tail in it. They had shop and they had real classes in high school that were teaching you a career out of high school. They took that out because people like urban society was surviving on that. You had cats coming up out of shop making a whole career up out of that. They ain't have to go to school. They ain't have to pay. They ain't have to get no loans. Because again, it ain't for everybody. You know, they had secretaries come and slap out of high school, making a whole career, out of it. So we're gonna try to bring that back by creating something with the high schools and the and stuff, places like Lively and different businesses around the Big Bend, to where it's an apprentice program where you can learn a trade, hone your skills. By the time you graduate, you can go into what you want to go into. You know, so those are
right.
two initiatives that we're gonna try to work on and get them and recruit them for different assignments around the area as well, with the speed promotions and pretty much the speed solutions, because the speed promotions is gonna be the younger folks carrying on what we got going on now. And Speed Solution is gonna be the solution for all the business that we manage. C4 Outreach, which is our nonprofit, we plan on implementing some stuff for the students. We have some land in the Miccosukee area that we're trying to turn into a huge community garden, and
Mm.
be able to grow product on that, maybe partner with Farm Share or Second Harvest, someone like that, where we can give 60% of the produce grown on it and vegetables grown on it away yearly. That'll be done through our Geneva's Garden, which is named after my mother, uh, food drive initiative. Once a month, somewhere different every month in the Big Bend. That'll be done along with our Wait to Sit Up initiative, which will bring local office leaders, community uh, leaders, business owners, the whole family together, give vendors and give local businesses a chance to grow, and give them a staple, a straight up franchised uh, event that we can say, okay, Wake City is coming to our area. We know the stability behind that. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and partner with that, because that's gonna be a good look for all of us. So those are kind of the things we're gonna be knocking out 2024 immediately. We have the Natural Experience Hair Expo at Al Lawson Center on the 5th of the 5th of November. Prior to that, the day before that, there's a for the grown folks, there's a bid which tournament, spade the bid which tournament at Signature Lounge. A lot of you know Dr. C. He's a old school DJ. He's at Top Flight all the time. He's at Shriners Club all the time. He got this dance
Yep.
called Dr. C Slide. Y'all can check it out on YouTube. He's really good. Him and his wife, they doing that, the Natural Hair Expo and the Bid with Spade tournament. That's on the 4th and 5th of uh of November.
November. Yeah.
This Sunday coming up, we also have a cigar lounge in Havana, owned by Tony and Adrian Henderson, and I do management for them in marketing. We're gonna do our first annual cars and cigars, and it's just like old school kind of cars coming out. Corvettes, classic Jags, like real laid back, old school, a little Southern soul, a little blues. Come get your drink on, get your nip on. If you smoke cigars, if you don't, it's cool. Listen, our ventilation system is great. So yeah, it's downtown in a little historic shopping district. It's the perfect getaway without getting too far away. Bring your
Word.
little booty, just chill.
No, man. Shouts out to Mr. Tony. Of course, when I ran to you, you know what I'm saying, they had I guess, a pumpkin festival down there. And so
Yeah,
we was able,
yeah,
my wife, they would check out the establishment. It was pretty dope, man. Like the vibe. Turned out, I told you, I would tell my man JC about it. He already knew. He told, oh, I already knew about that spot. Like, what? You ain't let me know. You keeping secrets.
yeah.
But no, man, all that's dope, bro. And also, what I was thinking about? Oh Lord, I lost my train of thought. Oh, I know what it was. Speaking of my man JC, I want to say, I think I was speaking to him, my man Vec Lamu, about what I'm saying, black businesses and the need to be able to pass down, our companies, because a lot of times what happens is you get that person who is the business mind behind something extraordinary, but then we fail to train up those behind us to keep it going. Um, and I attribute it to just ego. You know what I'm saying? You feel like you did it yourself, and then B, um, especially with everything we have to face as far as just black folks in this country, you get so caught up in the fight that you had to do to build what you built that you don't feel like anybody else can really take that on.
Mhm.
And unfortunately, we end up losing a lot of great companies, a lot of great assets because we just failed to set up that next generation. So to hear you say that, what I'm saying, you finna pull the next generation up so they can continue on, what I'm saying, while you continue on, dog, that's dope, bro. And really fall in line with what I was telling my bros the other day or whatever. So nah, that's so with that being saying that, what I'm saying, I really, really, really wish and hope that you are able to pull that off and get a great following and great get the next generation to come up and really keep this thing going. Cause like I said, I've seen you put in the work. I've seen you, what I'm saying, grow over the years. And so just be able to see you one day be like, you know what? They got it over there. I'm gonna go out here. Y'all catch me in Greece, my boy. I'm
Yeah.
gonna go on this good vacation. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna see me cross seas. They handled it over here. So hopefully we see that sooner than later. You know what I'm saying? Before we
Yeah.
get up out of here, so I know I got your information below, but if it's any information you want to give people, to get in contact with you, you know what I'm saying, moving forward.
Oh yeah. Yeah. You can contact us at the information below, which is great because this I was looking at that while it was going on. I was like, man, this is what it's about. Networking at its fullest, man. So I thank you, man, for providing this platform. But it's totally awesome. It's totally awesome. Our websites, just speed solutionsmanagement.com. I'm sorry. Yeah, speedsolutionsmanagement.com. Got a couple of them. And C4outreach.org. That's the letter C, number 4, outreach.org. That's pretty much it, man. I want to mention some extended family. There's a DJ, there's a couple of DJs I work with my big cousin. His name is Mr. Charlie. He's the Southern Soul DJ, and he has all the music that you can't find. Uh, you just look him up on Facebook, Mr. Charles Knight. He's got everything. If you look for some old school, some really old stuff, or just some Southern Soul or something, I guarantee you cuz got it. I work with another DJ Grooves, which is, I mean, he on the come up, man. He's getting drops from artists every day. He's working, he working big time. There's another guy in our clique, DJ Cool Black. He's doing his thing. He's on the set at FAMU, on Perry Street, in between every game, just hitting the street, just pounding the pavement. Another guy, DJ Speedo, I like his name because it's like mine. He
Right.
he be doing his thing, man. He be doing his thing, man. So he be knocking it down, man. And we our sister company, Royalty Marketing, and they've been out there for a while. They got models. If you need your social media reconstructed, or some perks added to your social media, Royalty Marketing is the group to go to. They really got it together. That's one of the reasons I got my stuff together. My partner Alfred Williams is a very well organized guy, and he helped me get up to par. So yeah. Other than that, man, I'm just thankful for this platform, brother. This is outstanding. I'm gonna be tuning in, telling people, sharing it. This is good stuff, man.
Nah, no problem, bro. Like I said, just want to show love. You know what I'm saying? We go back and like I said, I've been seeing you doing your thing for a minute, and I figured, you know what I'm saying, it'd be beneficial to, you know what I'm saying, those who check the podcast as far as, you know, because we get out to the music, part of that, a big part of that is promotion. I remember at one point, you know what I'm saying, I wanted to be an A&R, be getting the behind the scenes and, you know what I'm saying, be able to put the music together and put it out. So, yeah, low key, you know what I'm saying? You doing what something I wanted to do, you know what I mean? And also part of why I do the podcast again, put the music out. So yeah, all links together, bro. So glad to have this popping off. Shouts out to DJ Groove. We see you, Playboy. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? And
yeah.
we're gonna go get out our hair. Again, big shout out to my wife Alicia. I love you, my baby Mackenzie. My father-in-law for holding it down, and my boy Kobe, you know what I'm saying, for not making too much noise during the pod. I appreciate it. So yeah, man. You know, I've been kind of sporadic, Patrick. But I'm gonna get back in my groove, get back doing my thing. So y'all just hold tight. Hopefully we got these technical issues out the way. So there's that. I think I figured it out. So there's that. And also, I know, don't matter because we about building anyway. So don't worry about that. Anyway, without further ado, this is the Enigma Sept Hour podcast. You got time, baby?
Yes, sir.